CryptoMind, who's the co-founder of EasyChaw. Solomon, if you can hear me, I know that you play a huge part in the cryptocurrency space. What's your reaction to the CBN's directive, and how are you looking at working your way around this?
Okay. So the thing here is the cryptocurrency space is actually quite broad. It's grown beyond the way it was about 5-6 years ago. And talking from the perspective that I've been in this space since 2016, I mean, what I understand from what the CBN said was that banks would not be able to come in direct contact with cryptocurrency transactions. So if you can see, so many persons were affected. The people that trade with the likes of Luno, Remitano, and Binance, they were really, really affected. But peer-to-peer traders were not affected in any way. So those were the people that this whole thing affected. And I would really say, coming from the side of CBN, I feel they were actually very much misinformed about this whole narrative of cryptocurrency. And those paying the dear price for it are those that don't have enough knowledge about the whole cryptocurrency ecosystem. But for the traders that have been in this space for at least 3, 4, 5 years, we are not bothered about it because our transactions are still going on very, very well. There are so many other means that we can use to get our funds. And in fact, for someone like me, I don't really have my stash in the Naira account. Most of my stash is in the USD Theta, which is something that all cryptocurrency traders do. And that's the whole idea of cryptocurrency, where you hedge with the US dollar and you can easily trade and move funds in your futures and derivatives trading. So if you ask me, I would say at least someone needs to inform the CBN, and they should be able to draft out better policies that at least can favor everyone.
Yeah. So I hear you, but not everybody who's in this space is able to have the luxury of all of these alternatives or understands it even as well as you do. Because like he has said earlier, this is sort of a new space for a lot of people. There's very sparse regulation around the world. So is it a valid argument to say that, okay, for a sector that is not fully regulated and not fully understood, the central bank is trying to be careful to, make sure that people are safe and their funds are safe? And of course, there's the argument about, the fact that illicit transactions have started happening in that space. Are those valid arguments against letting this work here?
Yes, sincerely. It's a valid argument, but the truth is, with every new technology, they are the ones that will abuse it. You can't stop that. Once you bring up a new technology, you have people that will be looking for loopholes to use that to scam some innocent persons. And the best way to prevent people from falling in the hands of the scammers is just by educating the masses. So that's why I personally, from last year, I had to put myself out there to educate as much persons as possible. The CBN, on their part, they are trying their best to see how at least they can mitigate the risk that the users face, especially the ones that are novice and have no idea. So I would say from the CBN side, at least it's a valid argument. Yes, there are so many illicit transactions going on in the cryptocurrency space, but you can't stop that. That's for a fact. You really can't stop that. It's just like money laundering. No matter how hard you try to stop it, some persons will still look for ways to get it done. So you can't stop it. The only thing the CBN can do is to educate Nigerians, educate them such that they can protect themselves from these scammers and they won't fall prey for most of the scam projects coming up, because sincerely, there are so many scam projects. And every time I converse with different persons about the cryptocurrency, I found out that there are so many illiterates, if I would use that word. There are so many illiterates and novice in the crypto economy in Nigeria. So I would say the CBN should channel much of their efforts into educating the masses. What we have these days mostly are just traders. Like if you hear the people complaining, they are all traders in the cryptocurrency. Even like, for example, Patricia, they are all traders. Luno, they are all traders. They are not really concerned about the core blockchain technology, where you have some of us that are also traders, and we are very much concerned about the core blockchain technology. And this crypto economy is something that can also very much help the banks when you talk of decentralized finance, which is an area I feel CBN should really set their mind towards. Like